Crusader Wars is truly one of the coolest mods out there. A mod that combines not only the epic grand scale of Crusader Kings 3, but the amazing battles of Total War. The entire process has been completely streamlined. I'm actually insanely impressed with just how easy it is, not only to get all the mods working, but also the transition from one game to another. Not only that though, the update also comes with now regional cultural units. So basically, if you're playing in the HRE, every single elect account in your army will actually be represented on the battlefield. Allies now join you in battle as separate entities to go ahead and give more spice to the engagement. And on top of that, they've also made it so battles are actually way more impactful. I'd love this as like a separate mod. And now armies replenish 3 times slower. So when you do have that massive showdown on the battlefield, you really do feel it. And on top of all of that, they've also now, just as I mentioned, streamlined the entire process so you can go from game to game in an instant. Oh, and did I mention there is a Lord of the Rings version of this? So here we are in the Lord of the Rings mod for Realms in Exile mod for CK3, and I wanted just to show you not only the brand new cultural units, which is super cool, but also I wanted to show you just how quick it is now to actually transfer from one game to another, because it is just absolutely seamless. You really don't have to do anything. So if we just quickly get into a battle, we engage Mordor in this engagement. We wait for more of their forces to turn up so we can actually have a battle. Oh, I also need to make sure that we turn on this because I'm not actually leading the battles right there. And we just click fight battle. That's all I do. Okay, my hands are not touching the keyboard. I've just clicked fight battle. We're letting it go. We're letting it do its thing. It's going to jump out and then boom. Total War Attila loads. I don't have to worry about the load order anymore. Somehow they've managed to get it so that the load order just works and you don't have to mess around with that, which I think is really impressive. Boom, I go to historical battles. I select the difficulty and I load it up right there. And then boom, as you guys can see, the battle is now loading. Look at that, like literally within seconds that has now been created. The units have been transitioned. I think the actual Lord of the Rings mapping maybe needs a little bit more work still here and there. I think the actual default CK3 one is a little bit better, but boom, it's created ourselves a battlefield to have an engagement on. You can also as well in the settings, so if I go back over to the Crusader Wars thing, you can actually go into the settings here and you can actually change up the size of the battle maps, the amount of units. So again, if your computer isn't great, because this is obviously a pretty large scale battle, yeah, we've got 20,000 men on the field, like that's quite a lot. You can also just go here and turn down what the type of soldiers you want, so you can actually make them much smaller if that's, you know, kind of something you want. You can also go ahead and change the actual size of the battle, whether it's the map or anything else as well, which is really nice. But as you guys can see, we actually now have tons of different types of units because we are Gondor. We have lots of different cultures in Gondor. So we of course have our normal Gondorian militia, but we also have soldiers from Lamadon right here. Again, these guys have answered the call and they've actually represented in the army. Same right here. We have men from Dol Amroth, which is really cool as well. They've answered the call. They've come along. We've also got some mounted knights as well. So you can kind of start to see that cultural thing happen and actually kind of it applying to the battlefield. And this can be the same if you fight Gondor or you fight someone else. And again, I think it's really cool because imagine like a Holy Roman Empire campaign is absolutely perfect to have them forces actually represented in your kingdom and actually in your army. And then again, when you actually go and expand your kingdom, say you're playing normal's default CK3, then all of a sudden, you know, as you expand your kingdom and you get more cultures in, that'll be represented in your army. You'll actually be able to see, say you're playing as France and you conquer the Dutch. The Dutch will slowly start to make their way into your army as part of your levy. And that's just a really cool idea, and it's going to be represented in battle perfectly. So again, what we'll do is we will concede defeat here. I will give up the battle. Now this should work, I think. I'm not sure if because we didn't actually fight, the battle result's going to get imported back in, but I want to just again show you guys how seamless it is to do it. Again, might not 100% work because of me just conceding the battle rather than actually fighting it, but you can see I close Attila and it automatically loads up CK3 and it will load us back into the game immediately. One thing though you can also do is you can set the options to just automatically close Attila once you're done with the battle and start loading up CK3. However, again, I just turn that off because sometimes you want to mess around around. But boom, we're straight back into the save. If the battle was to play out, it would have been represented here. We have been defeated. Again, there's no casualties or anything, so we will just pull back out there. But if there was a big battle, the casualties would have been applied right there. Did actually say we actually lost some men? Oh, that's obviously before we dived into battle, right? That was when I let the battle play for a little bit too long. But yeah, boom. You can see, look how quick that is. Okay, so I also want to show you guys just how simple it is to get this running. So you download the mod launcher from their website. Again, I'll leave a link to that down below in the description. Really, really easy to do. And say you go up here and you want to play the Lord of the Rings mods, for example, but not sure what ones you need and what load order. It's really simple. You go to mod setting right here, and then you have all the actual official maps right here, which you can find. You got the normal Crusader Kings one, which is just for Crusader Kings. You have the Fallen Eagle, which is the awesome kind of, I guess, late Roman period of the of CK3, and then you also have Realms in Exile, which is the Lord of the Rings one. Say we want to do Lord of the Rings, so you make sure that you have none of the other mappers turned on. You do that, and you're like, oh god, what mods do I need? All you have to do is click this. It'll open up a window right here. Hey, shout out Jackie Fish right there, and here you go. This is the playlist. This is what you need, and then all you'll have to do is go ahead and click subscribe to all, and then obviously click right here as well. Click subscribe here, and it will give you the other ones you need. The Crusader Wars, of course, you need the default mod, but that's literally how simple it is. Again, I'll show you guys again. Required mods, boom, opens up Steam. Click download, subscribe to all. You also go over here, you click subscribe, and you're good to go. Vice versa, if you just want to get the normal one working, again, turn that off, go to Crusader Kings, go ahead and click required mods. It will pop you up with an entire playlist. Again, subscribe to all right here, and again, you're good to go. One thing as well they've implemented is they actually show you what mods, if you've got the correct mods downloaded. All you go do is just click right here. All mods are installed and good to go. For example, I don't think I have all the normal Crusader Kings one. Oh, you're missing these mods. So again, you can go and search these ones on the workshop to find them. And you just don't have to worry about your load order or anything else. They've gone ahead and done that all for you, which I think is really, really impressive. And one thing before we do wrap up the video is they are planning on a CK3 Game of Thrones mapper to actually work with Crusader Wars. That's planned for the end of the year, around about November, December time. And that's going to be alongside their Siege update, which of course will be implemented sieges into the mod, so we'll be able to actually play out the sieges in CK3. I think that's been quite a hardship for them to figure out exactly how you balance that, because sieges in CK3 you generally just starve out the garrison rather than actually assaulting. It'll be very, very cool to actually get that feature, and yeah, I just cannot wait to play CK3 a Game of Thrones in Total War Attila with the new Game of Thrones mod. Oh man, that just sounds epic, right? Actually being able to fight Robert's Rebellion, the Battle of the Trident. That sounds awesome. So definitely go check out Crusader Wars. As I mentioned, I'll leave a link to their website down below in the description where you can go ahead and download this mod and get started. It is as easy as ever. They've made the process just so streamlined that even people who have never modded before will have an absolute breeze getting this to work. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. It really does help out the channel massively. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and then let me know what you guys would like to see me do with Crusader Wars in the future, whether it's a Holy Roman Empire run, whether it's some more Realms and Exiles. I've got a planned video to do on Frangel, and we're going to obviously try and take down Dol Guldur. I think that'd be a really, really fun campaign. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.